Well, hello there out there in the Outlaw Nation. I'm back, and I've taken over the comic Outlaw to bring you another Joker's Asylum. Yes, sir, we're doing Poison Ivy. Yes, we are. You know that girl is poison. Never trust a big fern and smile. That girl is poison. But anyways, and there I am, the narrator of this tale, and I'm just basically explaining our little friend Pamela. Is she an animal, a mineral, a vegetable? After everything that's happened to her, she is truly the embodiment of Mother Nature. Beautiful, kind, and deadly. As we go on through this tale, and a man is sitting there and he receives a sweet little card. You cut one flower, it may last a day or two. Preserve the rose and it will outlast you. And indeed, his plant does outlast him as it just pops out of nowhere and chases him down. Yeah. Very little shop of horrorish. I do like it. Is it consuming our little friend there, gobbling him on up? And as it said, every rose does have its thorn, and those thorns do tend to stick and prick a little bit as one goes right through his eyeball. Yeah. Whew, I'm having more fun than I thought I was going to. But anyways, our dear friend Batman shows up to investigate, and he's going through with his stooge Gordon, and they're going back and forth, analyzing clues and this and that, figuring out what Poison Ivy's up to. And as we all know as psychopathic loonies, that our reasoning's a little bit different. And there's Ivy going over her garden, her quote-unquote babies, her family. It's a little sad when all the girl has is tulips and flowers, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, she goes on to her origin story, as it was, when she was rebirthed into something new, different, when she became plant and person. How she began to understand them, to talk to them, to hear their whimpers and concerns. But anyways, we have another billionaire out there playing golf, and he seems to have sliced one into the forest. That poor rich man. But anyways, since he has no caddy to go searching, he goes searching on his own. He goes on deep into the forest and gets jumped, wrapped, and then crapped out. Oh, you gotta love a good nature flick, don't you? I myself enjoy Shark Week. But anyways, Batman shows up, and there's good old Gordon to give him the lowdown. That it seems personal. Ivy's one of those eco-terrorist types. She seems to take money for her causes and plants and natures and flower power parties and Grateful Dead concerts or whatever you think or whatever. Anyways, Ivy's going through her story and how when she was given her power, she was wandering through nature, feeling the beauty, and man, I must admit, I do love that costume more than her new one. And then she heard the screams of the trees as they were being cut down and bulldozed, and she tried to stop them. She tried to get in their way, and they just did not step aside. Matter of fact, they tried to run her over. Too bad they didn't, but a clown can't always have what he wants. But Ivy remembers, and Bruce begins to piece it all together. He begins to piece it together little bit by little bit, from where she first popped up to the list of suspects, and he runs everything down with clues in order. I've always preferred a good dose of chaos myself. But Batman deduces there's one more person on the list, and he's looking out to make sure that Ivy does not kill him. What a prince. Personally, I'd let the scumbag die. But that's just me. Anyways, Batman does his thing. He jumps in the shadows and goes, "I'm Batman." And of course, looking for Ivy everywhere. Oh, you gotta love the dashing look, don't you? But at any rate, this guy's about to have a little sexy time. And who doesn't love a little sexy time? The lights turn out, and everything's starting to get a little spicy. As Batman's peeping down. Well, why doesn't someone arrest him for peeping Tommy? But anyways, the plants do get their revenge on this peeping bat as he's pulled down, and he shouts out, Ivy. As that guy's about to have a little fun. And he seems undisturbed, and why would he give a crap about what's going on outside? I wouldn't either. But anyways, Batman's getting shredded by the vines, and he finds out that it's a red herring. Or should we say a red tulip? And then he realizes that it's the blonde. That was Ivy all along. And Ivy makes her appearance, dropping the wig and going all red. And you know those redheads are crazy. And the man's strapped down. And Ivy explains that, sadly, she doesn't have a bigger axe. And this is her revenge for those trees that were murdered when she first appeared. The first scream she heard from nature. And now she's going to hack off his limbs and hear the same kind of screams that she heard that day, that drove her on her mission, that made her insane. And she slices and dices, and Batman, of course, catches her. And you see, is she animal, mineral, or vegetable? Or is she just pure poison? But that's our girl Ivy. And this is Joker. And this is the Comic Outlaw. Subscribe and like.